Next problem, Alexa had a total of 36 bottles of water. She drank half the bottles of water last week. Alexa will drink the remaining water bottles during the next 6 days. She will drink the same number of bottles each day. Which strip diagram shows a way to find W, the number of water bottles Alexa will drink during each of the next 6 days? Okay, so lots of information in here. I'm going to do my cubes, circle my important numbers. 36 bottles, 6 days, and it's repeating it again, so the 6 days. Underline my question, which strip diagram shows a way to find W, the number of water bottles Alexa will drink during each of the next 6 days. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite my question. So we're just looking for to find W, the number of water bottles drank each of the next 6 days. Okay, so we're trying to find W, the number of water bottles drank each of the next 6 days. Okay, just so I can remember this is the question that they're trying to find. So now I'm going to box in my keywords. So I have total. I know my total is 36, okay? It says she drank half. I know half is 1/2, okay? And if I even make a diagram of it, this is 1/2. Okay, so she drank 1/2 of the water bottles last week. She will drink the remaining water bottles during the next 6 days, and she will drink the same number of water bottles each day. Okay, and we're trying to look for which strip diagram shows a way to find W, the number of water bottles, drink each of the next 6 days. Okay, so I did all my cubes. So now I need to see what my answer would be. Whenever you have strip diagram problems, I always feel like it's a story. You have to match the story to the picture, okay? So I'm going to take it step by step. It first says that she has a total of 36 bottles. I want to see which one has a total of 36. Your total is usually going to be on the top or the bottom, okay? So for example, A, it says my total is W. It's saying that we don't know my total. So that is automatically wrong. I know my total, it's 36, okay? So B checks out, it has that. So does C, and so does D, okay? Then it says she drank half of the bottles of water last week. So I said 1/2 looks like this, and if I wrote it into a diagram, it would look like this, okay? So I need to see which picture shows 1/2. If I look at B, it's cut right here. This is not 1/2, and there's no 1/2 here. So B would not be it. C checks out because it has 1/2 cut in the middle, and D is the same thing, 1/2 cut in the middle. Okay, so I'm left with C and D now. Then it says Alexa will drink the remaining water bottles during the next 6 days. So she has 6 days to drink it, okay? If I look at C and D, C has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. C has 6 squares, and I'm pretty positive those are my 6 days, okay? Nowhere in D does it have that. It doesn't have the 6 days. But let me keep going just to make sure that I'm right. Then it says she will drink the same number of bottles each day. If I look at C, W, if I look at what W means, it means the number of water bottles Alexa will drink each of the next 6 days. Well, they said that she drinks the same amount. So that's why it has a W here for all the 6 days. Okay. D does not have that. D just has one W, but where are my 6 days? So I want to put here 6 days question mark because there's no 6 days there. So my answer would have to be C. Okay, it had everything the story was telling me. Next one says Nick's rectangular patio measures 9 feet wide and 12 feet long. What is the perimeter of the patio? Okay, I'm gonna do my cubes again. So I have 9 feet, 12 feet. Underline my question, what is the perimeter of the patio? Box in my keyword, so it's a rectangular patio. We have feet, and it's looking for perimeter, okay? So I always say, draw your picture. If there's no picture here, you need to draw it yourself because I do better when I visually see it. So I'm going to draw my rectangle. Okay. And I'm going to label it. So I have 9 feet and I have 12 feet. Okay. I'm also going to label the rest of the sides. If the top is 12, that means the bottom is also 12. Okay. If the side is 9, that means the other side is also 9. So I drew my picture. I'm good to go. Now I got to figure out what is perimeter. What does perimeter tell me to do? When you take your test, you're going to have your reference sheet that tells you the formula for perimeter. Okay, the formula for perimeter, it's going to say for a rectangle, because we're using a rectangle, it's going to say P equals length plus width plus length plus width. That means that they want you to add 12 plus 9 plus 12 plus 9. You are adding all of the sides. So all of these sides you are going to add, okay? So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to add them on the side. So I have 12, 12, 9, 9. Okay, when I add them, if you notice, when I'm adding my numbers, they are perfectly aligned. Okay, I wrote them to where I can understand what I'm writing. Excuse me. And so now I'm going to add them. 9 plus 9 is 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Carry my 2, drop my 2, 2, 3, 4. So I get 42 feet. And the only one that says that is D. Okay. Again, I always say it in class. I'm going to say it right now too. If you do not do good adding them all at once, you do not have to do it like that. Okay? Please, if you know that you struggle with this adding all at once, then do 12 plus 12. Get your answer, which is 24. Do 9 plus 9. Get your answer, which is 18. And then add them both, 24 plus 18, and you will get 42. Okay? That's another way of doing it. You do not have to do it like this. Whatever works for you on adding it, you do it that way. Just make sure your numbers are always aligned and make sure that you can understand what you are writing. The next one says, the diagram shows an Olympic-sized swimming pool. What is the area of the swimming pool in square meters? So I'm going to circle my important numbers. I have 50 meters, 25 meters. I'm going to underline my question. What is the area of the swimming pool in square meters? Box in my keywords, so area and square meters, okay? For this one, they already drew the picture for me, okay? So I don't got to do it. I am going to label the rest of the sides, though. If the bottom is 50, that means the top is also 50 meters. And if this side is 25, that means this side is also 25 meters. Okay? So now I need to know, what does area mean? Again, when you take your test, you will have a reference sheet of the formula for perimeter and area. The formula for area is area equals, it's either length times width, or you can say side times side. They are both the same, okay? So side times side just means that I'm going to be multiplying 50 times 25, okay? Because I'm doing side times side. When I multiply this, I have an egg, so I'm going to move my egg, cross it out, and I'm left with 5 times 25. So I'm going to multiply it, 25 times 5. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2, 10, 11, 12. And I put this back with my egg. I can't leave out my egg. My egg is very important. And when I put it back with my egg, I get 1,250 square meters, which is A. Okay. For this problem, make sure that you're using your formula. It tells you what to do on it. Okay, make sure you know your multiples so that way when you multiply, you get the correct answer. Next one says Diana has a rectangle bulletin board with a perimeter of 40 inches, which could represent the bulletin board. So again, I'm going to do my cubes. I have 40 inches. I'm going to underline my question, which model could represent the bulletin board? Box in my keywords, so model, represent, rectangular, and perimeter. Okay, so they already have everything drawn for me, so I don't gotta draw anything. And they want to have a perimeter of 40. Okay, so again, whoops, my bad. So again, you're gonna have your reference sheet on the day of the test, and it's gonna tell you what perimeter of a rectangle is. So the formula for perimeter, I'm gonna put it up here, is length plus width plus length plus width. So you're going to be adding all of the sides, and you're trying to get to see which one equals 40. Okay? So adding all sides. So for A, they don't tell me all the sides. I got to fill it in. So if the top is 12, the bottom is 12. If the side is 8, the other side is 8. Now I'm just going to add all the sides. So 12 plus 12 plus 8 plus 8. When I add this, I get 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Carry my 2, drop my 0, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I get 40 inches. So this could be my answer. I'll put a question mark. For B, label all my sides. If the top is 10, bottom is 10. If the side is 2, the other side is 2. So 10, 10, 2, 2. If I add this, I get 4. 1 plus 1 is 2, so 24 inches. Okay, I'm looking for 40. So it's not B. Let me do C. Again, for C, I'm going to add all sides. So I have 8 on top, 8 on the bottom, 5 on the side, 5 on the side. If I add them, I get 8, 8, 5, 5. When I add this, I have 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 inches. Again, I'm looking for 40. So not C. For D, label my side. So if the top is 10, bottom is 10. If the side is 4, other side is 4. So 10, 10, 4, 4. When I add it, I get 8, 2, 28 inches. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for 40. The only one that said 40 inches was A. Okay, so remember, perimeter, you add all sides. Next one, the picture shows a classroom door. Which measurement could best describe the height of the door? Okay, so I'm gonna do my cubes. I don't have any numbers, but I do have a question. Which measurement best describes the height of the door? Box in keywords, so measurement, best, and then height, okay, and door. Okay, so we have 88 meters, 88 centimeters, 88 feet, 88 inches, okay? So think of your classroom door, and really quick, I'm just going to put some pictures up here to help us just better visualize it. So 88 meters, okay? M stands for meters. To better visualize it, I like to say that meters is very similar to a yardstick, okay? And so remember, in my classroom, I'm always showing you guys the yardstick. The yardstick is about 3 rulers together, okay? It's pretty long. So they're saying that you have something close to 88 of these. Okay, so like I said, imagine the yardstick. The yardstick is almost as tall as us. It's pretty long. They're telling you that you have 88 of these, and that measures the height of this door. Okay, that is way too long. So I'm going to put here too long. Okay, next you have 88 centimeters. Well, if I go to a ruler, this is my ruler. On a ruler, one side you have inches, the other side you have centimeters. If you have 88 centimeters, that's going to be very small still, okay? That's not going to fill up the whole door. So I can just put too short, okay? 88 feet. 88 feet is saying that you have 88 rulers, okay? That is still too long. Like one ruler would probably go up to here, and then they're telling you that you have 88 of them. That's still too long. Your best bet would be 88 inches, okay? Because a ruler goes up to 12 inches. So 88 inches does sound reasonable, okay? So this would be the best one. Okay, next one says the table shows the equivalent numbers of gallons and pints. Based on the information in the table, how many gallons are equivalent to 16 pints? So I'm going to do my cubes. I'm going to circle my important numbers. So I have this nice table. And I'm going to underline my question. Based on the information in the table, how many gallons are equivalent to 16 pints? I'm going to box in my keywords. I have how many gallons equivalent 16 pints. Remember, equivalent just means equal. Okay. And so my question's asking me to convert gallons to pints. Okay. So I'm going to pull out my formula chart. It has all the formula in here. Now, if we look at our formula chart, we're looking for gallons to pints. Okay, I have gallons to quarts. I have pints to cups, but I don't have gallons to pints. So for this part, if the formula chart does not have it, then I can make my gallon castle. Okay, so I'm going to do that right now. In my gallon castle, I have the castle. In my castle, I have 4 queens. Okay. Each queen has 2 princesses. And each princess has 2 cats. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So I made my gallon castle now. So now I can figure out, okay, how many pints are there in a gallon? That's going to be my formula I'm going to use. So this is my gallon. If I count all of my pints, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So my formula is going to be 1 gallon equals 8 pints. Okay? And I did that by drawing my gallon castle. So now I'm going to start with converting. It wants to know if I have 16 pints, I'm going to put P for pints. If I have 16 pints, how many gallons is that? Well, I already have my formula, so now I'm going to do from big to small. I have to ask myself, which one is bigger, gallons or pints? Okay, well, if you look back at the gallon castle, the gallon is going to be the biggest one because it's holding everybody in it. So I'm going to put big here, and for pints, I'm going to put small, okay? So now I'm going from small to big. I'm going from fly to horse. If you're going from fly to horse, you will divide, of course. Okay, so I'm going to divide. I'm dividing 16 by 8. So 16 divided by 8. If you know your basic division facts, 16 divided by 2 is 8. So that means 16 pints equals 8 gallons, which is A. Okay. If you didn't know 16 divided by 2, you can ask yourself, okay, what times 2 gives me 16? It would be 8. Okay, next one says, Jessica has a $5 bill, a $1 bill, 3 quarters, and 6 nickels in her wallet. Then she bought a sandwich for $6.46. How much money did Jessica have after she bought the sandwich? So I'm going to do my cubes. Circle my important numbers. $5, $1, 3 quarters, 6 nickels, and I have $6.46. And now I'm going to underline my question. How much money did Jessica have after she bought the sandwich? I'm going to box in my keywords. So, how much money after bought. So if you have those words after bought, that tells you that you're going to subtract. So some point in this problem, I will subtract. If you have more than 2 numbers, which we obviously do, this is going to be a multi-step problem. Okay. So going back to the first thing it says, Jessica has a $5 bill, $1 bill, 3 quarters, and 6 nickels in her wallet. First, I need to figure out how much money does she have in her wallet, because they're not really telling me. I got to figure all that out. I got to add everything. So take it step by step. My first step is she has a $5 bill, right? $5. Then it says she has a $1 bill. Then it says she has 3 quarters. Okay, if we remember, a quarter is worth 25 cents. Okay, so there's 2 ways you can do this. You can say 0.25, and you can add this 3 times because she has 3 quarters. If I add all of these, 5 plus 5 plus 5 is 15, and I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I get 0.75, okay? Another way you could have done that is you could have said 0.75 times 3. So 5 times 3 is 15. 7 times 3 is 21. 20, wait, yeah, 5 times 3 is 15. 7 times, whoops, I'm so sorry. I confused myself right now. If you didn't know, if you didn't want to do it that way, you could have done 0.25 because that's a quarter times 3 because you have 3 quarters. 5 times 3 is 15. And then I have 6, 7. And you get the same thing, 0.75, okay? So I'm going to add that here, 0.75. And then I have 6 nickels. A nickel is worth 5 cents. So if you have 6 of them, you just count by fives. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You get 0.30. If you can't do it like that, then just do what we just did right now. You get 0.05 and you add it 6 times. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you add this 6 times, you will get 0.30. Okay, so now when I add it, I have 5, and then I have 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop my decimal, and then I have 5, 6, 7. So I have $7.05 that's in her wallet. Then it says that she bought a sandwich for $6.46. So when it says that word bought, we said that we are going to subtract. So I'm going to subtract $7.05 minus $6.46. I'm subtracting what she has in her wallet minus what it costed her for the sandwich. Okay, so I have to regroup. I can't do 5 minus 6. Take away from the 7. 7 becomes a 6. 0 becomes a 10, but then I got to take away from the 5, so it becomes a 9. 5 becomes a 15. So 15 minus 6 is 9. 9 minus 4 is 5. Drop my decimal. 6 minus 6 is 0. So my answer is 59 cents. Okay? When you are doing this, boys and girls, please, please, please put your decimal. I see a lot of students that are not doing this. So then when you get your number, you don't know where the decimal goes. Okay, so make sure you put your decimal, make sure your numbers are aligned, and make sure that when you're subtracting, your bigger number is on top. Okay.